It was so good. Like the conversations I've had with people about the book, like I want you, and I said that because I want you to know I'm for real. Like I really did enjoy this book. I just was saying earlier, like this is in my top 3 for the year. Like that book was good, girl. You did that. So before we get started, okay, you got your beverage. Is there some left? Okay, so we're gonna toast to your first book, to our first Bookies Flipping Pages read, to all of the good things. Clink, 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 clink.
Cheers.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna do a general one first before we get into the book. Okay, cheers in the comments, period. Okay. Did you always feel like you wanted to write a book? Was it something that just kind of had crept up in your spirit?
So let me date myself. Back in the day, you know when B2K was popular and the girls was on the message boards and the girls was writing the fan fictions. Me and my best friend had notebooks of stuff that we would like pass the notebooks back and forth. Like, and I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I like it. But I mean, of course, here we are like 20 plus years later.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was always something I would be like, that would be cool to do. But now with the resources we have, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I can actually do this.
Okay. So did you, before you started writing, and this actually touches on my first question, did you already know like the storyline in your head, or did it start off as something else and it changed into this?
So I'm always writing something. Like I got like, if you see my Google Docs, you'd be like, girl, what's going on? But this is like the first thing I've completed. Okay. So I was just sitting there one day and I was like, you know, as Black people, something always happens at a funeral. What if this happened? And then I just kind of like snowballed. And then I wrote an outline and then it just kind of, yeah.
Okay, so it started off as like what, that was the focal point of the story and you wrote around a what if. Okay, because another one of my questions was, now I knew the title of the book, right? Now when I read it, it wasn't really a synopsis for the book yet. It was just like a read this real quick, tell me what you think. So I knew the title, but I wasn't expecting that. So when I was reading it, you know, you hate Malik on page 2. Like once you read the book, you're like, oh, I don't like him, he gotta go. But then when, also, y'all, this is a recap of the book. So don't get mad for spoilers because we're recapping the book, okay? Okay. When I was reading it, all of a sudden, Malik had gone up to glory. I was like, damn, baby, this page 12 and the man is gone. Like, it took me. I was not expecting that at all. Did you originally, you was like, okay, I'm just going to sprinkle him in at the beginning, but he out of there? Or did he?
Yeah, he didn't stand a chance. He was never even meant to be on page. And then I went back and did the
you just gave him a few scenes. He was like, you can have a
little bit. Okay. And then he came back from the dead. Like he wasn't even supposed to be there.
Girl, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But okay, because like I said, it was no synopsis, so I didn't really know what love at a funeral meant yet. I didn't know he was gonna be gone, but I was glad. Right before I read that, I had been on a, you know, if you read a lot of urban romance back to back, your mindset starts to change. Any character I don't like gotta go, and I mean go. So when he was gone, when she saw the RIP post, I was like, oh yeah, we starting off right. Okay, the fume. She shows up to the fume. As I said in my review, Hootenanny just said heartbroken, devastated, even though he was sorry. Why you ain't have my girl Mona fight back? Why you Mona just get beat like that? I know.
Thank you for asking me this because she was in shock. Mona is not a fighter. And I'm telling you, this is a little bit of me because I'm not a fighter. I ain't never been in a fight in my adult life. My parents were like, don't hit nobody unless they hit you first. Yes, she hit her first. Okay. But I'm the type of person who freezes under pressure. I go into processing mode, like, wait a minute. Wait, what just happened? Not everybody's going to fight back. And that's something I wanted to focus on. In all 4 of them different girls would have had a different reaction. Like, if Amaya was there, the pews would have been flipped over.
Do you hear me?
So everybody's different. Okay. And if she would have fought her, she would have went to jail, and then she never would have met the love of her life. Come on.
Now, these are valid points, but in the moment, I was screaming at my Kindle, girl, fight back, please, girl. Okay.
She did not get dragged. She got hit one time.
I feel like it was more than once, but you're the author, so I'm gonna give you that. I'm not going.
Not you feel like it was more than once. It said one time in the book. It never said more than once.
In the moment, I felt like she got slapped around a couple times. But even if it was just once, that lady slapped the piss out of my friend.
She did. She got it back though. I'll be processing. I don't think. I don't know how I react, and nobody ever open hand slapped me in public. But I'm very much like, I'll be sitting there for 5 minutes, like, wait a minute, what just happened? That was great. She was already stressed.
You slapped me in public, so I have to defend my honor. I cannot be the girl that got slapped and just sat there. You know
what if they would have jumped her? She was a side chick.
If we could jump, you don't go down without a fight. That's all I'm saying. I might not win, but you gonna know I was there. You gonna know I was there. That's all that matters. One person gonna get towed up. Okay? If you jump me, at least one of y'all getting towed up. That's all that matters. Okay, moving on. So she runs out. She all asthmatic and discombobulated. Is it Tahmir or like Tahmir? I like to say it right.
Girl, I just call him Ty. Just call him what you want to.
Mir. Mir follows after her. Now, did you always know it was gonna be Mir and she was gonna hook up with his brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, you know that's why you my girl. Okay. Now one thing I really did appreciate, because obviously the story is a little wild, so it's not like your everyday reality. But you did keep it realistic, and like it wasn't like they just hooked up and it was just like happily ever after. It was guilt. It was still their grief. And I like how, well, let me not say it like that. Were you trying to be mindful of like, yeah, I want them to be in love, but they still got some feelings to deal with in this process? Like, did you have to stay intentional with that? Because I would have got caught up in the romance and be like, oh, well, he
did. Something had to happen. I think, again, in my, like, when I originally sat down, I was like, okay, so they went to the funeral and she found out he was married. But there's a twist. Because it had to be something. It can't just, I got to put some kind of tea in there.
Well, him being married with a child was tea enough.
That was at the beginning.
It was at the beginning, but I still was taken aback. Come on, now that was still a lot to kick the book off with. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay. Let me see, because my questions are a little jumbled. Oh, I did also want to ask about both Mona and Mir. A big part of their individual stories were the family dynamics. Now, was that something you also came into it knowing? Was it something that you was like, okay, I got to give them some extra layers? Like, how did that come together?
With him, I knew it had to be that way because, so like, if you know, my brother started dating my ex, it's got to be a line. Like, everybody can't be cool. Yeah. So I knew it had to be that. And then with her, I just kind of, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even remember how that happened.
That took me out. And I feel like it took me out so bad, I would try to block it from my memory. Like, once we would get back to the two of them, I'd be like, oh, okay, I ain't worried about this stuff. And every time, especially that Claudia. That Claudia, I was on my urban romance kick, so I wanted her girl next. I was like, Mir could take her out.
We can't kill everybody. We can't K-word everybody.
Yeah. I mean, we
It's
can.
not. It's contemporary.
You
We
the
might
author,
pull a
you really
pew
could do
pew,
whatever
but
you
everybody.
want.
I mean, I could, but if they gone now, then we don't get to see bad things happen to them later.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Okay. Um Now we gotta talk about Miss Portia, the slapper,
Oh God.
the widow. I really had forgot about her a little bit. And when the friends were kind of mentioning like, have you talked to her? Do she know? I I really thought it was about to be something unsavory with like one of his friends. Were you trying to like throw us with that, or is that just me being my extra messy mind?
What was you thinking? Because I put breadcrumbs and I was like, somebody's gone. I mean, I didn't care. I actually wanted it to kind of be like, if you read it back, you'll see little stuff that he says and you like, hold on.
Yeah. I I guess I assumed, I don't know why, but I assumed it was gonna be a thing like with one of the friends. And I can't even remember which one. It because it was a specific friend. I thought it was gonna come out that like something happened. One of his friends stole his first love or something like that. Like I knew it was about somebody stealing somebody from him. I definitely could feel that, but I don't know why I assumed it was the friends, and I definitely didn't think it was old girl, the slapper.
Not
So
the
I feel like it
slapper.
made it worse. And it also, looking back, I think it made his bond with his nephew that much. I don't know if I would say special, but the fact that despite all that, he still was really close with his nephew. Because I wouldn't be able to do it. You done stole my boy. Y'all had a child together, and I'm the world's best auntie.
It happened in soul food.
Okay, valid points. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. Now I know I'm getting ahead, but I have to ask: are we gonna get stories with some of our friends and other characters that we met in this book?
I'm gonna say yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you when. I'm
Okay.
not telling you no orders because I started. Well, I can give you this chronologically.
Mhm.
Amaya has to be next, right? Because she was going through her thing at the same time.
Yes.
So that's why. Who in here? Okay, I know you saw the thread where I said like, okay, y'all gonna be real mad at me when you realize that the next one is not about who was in that bedroom.
Okay.
But it
Okay.
can't be because we know it wasn't her. So
Yeah.
sorry.
That's what I was hoping for. Now I wasn't gonna push you because I don't want to push it, and I be the one that push you too far, and you be like, y'all never get another book again.
You
So
never get another one out of me.
yeah, I was gonna sit back and mind my business, but that's all I wanted to know. Yeah, I don't have no more questions about it. Um, Now to say Malik has such a short presence in the book, you did a great job of making us hate his guts very quickly because you started off with the man not showing up for her to go visit her mama grave, and that's when I was like, gotta go. I don't know who's gonna do it, but he gotta get up out of there. Were you trying to make us hate him because you knew what you were about to throw at us?
I mean, yeah, we were supposed to hate him. Because if we liked him, then she would feel me. She already felt bad, but like she would feel worse. But the prologue, I think I wrote that like after I wrote everything else. But I was like,
Oh,
nah, we need some more. We need
okay. You
more
was like,
hate.
I don't think they mad enough. Let me give him a little bit more. Because I hated him immediately when I realized what it was. I said, oh, no. Another person I wanted sent up to glory, Priya. When you introduced us to Priya, I was like, I don't know about this young lady. But as soon as she spoke at Paris Fashion Week, I was like, she got to be next. She got to be on her way up there with Malik or down there with Malik.
You trying to get the lady up out of here in Paris. Now they're going to international prison. Oh my God.
I mean, if again in an urban romance mind, nobody actually go to jail for it. It's the cleanup people. They wipe the cameras and stuff. He'd have been all right.
Oh my God. No. I mean, she's a non-factor. And he very much made her know she was a non-factor.
Okay. Um, was there a scene in the whole book? Was there a scene that was difficult for you to write, and or do you have a favorite scene? Because I want to see if it's my favorite.
Difficult. Man, I go back over this book and I'm like, I wrote that. So like, I can't think of one that was difficult.
Okay.
I don't know, it just kind of flowed. And then I still, to this day, my favorite scene is when they went out with them twins, because I was just sitting here at my computer dying and I was like, am I this funny or am I like losing my mind? But I was cracking up.
The damn double date with the twins, I was in tears. Do you hear me? Because I honestly thought Amaya was setting her up. And I thought it was going to be Tahmir and one of his homeboys. Like, I thought she was just saying whatever to get Mona to agree to go. And it was going to be like, you know, the best friend trying to help you get back with your man. When it was the double mid twins, I was like, this Shay is nuts.
I don't know where it came from. I just sat down and was like, here we go. And did that whole chapter. I don't know what's cracking up. I don't know.
I enjoyed it though, because I enjoyed when Tahmir pulled up. Cause yeah, come on home. I'm always here for the male main character popping up on her trying to move on with somebody else, and come on, cut it out. Stop playing with the people. Now this is the one I've been wanting to ask you since I read that damn book.
Hold on.
And I feel like you know. That damn scene at the cemetery. I can't even say what I want to say. What part of your brain was like, you know what I'm finna have them do? I'm finna have him play with her in over his brother's grave. I said, now, Shay, we get it. We get it, girl. We get the energy he bringing, girl. You ain't even have to take us there. What the hell, girl? That's literally my question. What the hell?
Okay. So, like you, I read a lot of urban romance. I love a lick back. I love when the girl glows up and you know she rubs it in her ex's face. They run into each other in public or whatever.
Yeah.
He can't do that because he's gone.
Right.
So I was like, what was the most disrespectful? I mean, I thought about going further, but I was like, I might get canceled for this, so maybe let's not.
Oh, you
and then I was still like,
DMs after this. You're gonna have to tell me in the DMs what it was.
Well, it was just further than that. It was just further, you know,
okay.
But I was like, yeah, this might be my first and last. But again, like you saying this now, but when you was reading it, nobody batted an eye. I was like, they gonna eat me up for this. Everybody was like, nobody batted an eye. So y'all need help just as much as I do.
I'm gonna be honest, that's actually my favorite scene. That's my favorite scene because you saw that was what, September. I read it in my September recap or my September wrap up. That quote that he said right at the end of that scene was my favorite quote of the month. I ain't gonna say it here because I'm a lady. I typed it. I don't have to say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
It said Shay is out of her damn mind. It was good though because now I definitely believe in the art of get back. I believe everybody deserves just a little bit of get back. And she never got to get back. He didn't really get to get back because he had his own issues with him. And you think you just gonna transition to the upper room on me before I get my lick back? I don't think so. It ain't over with. It ain't over till I say it's over.
Period.
I'm just saying, no, I didn't expect all that to go down to the cemetery. But get it where you can. Get it where you can. Portia, this skeezer came back again. Portia ambushed our girl at work. Now I get that she a hairstylist, so it's not like you came to my office and caused a scene in front of my coworkers, but still, you had that wench come up to my friend's shop and embarrass her down. Why would you do that to me? That's my question. Why did you do that to me? Because you know I wasn't there to fight for my friend. Because when she came into that scene, and clearly we knew what time it was at this point, I was like, Mona, I gave you a pass for doing the mannequin challenge at the funeral. But if you don't throw hands right here, right now, I'm not going to talk to you for 3 days.
I cannot.
Now, again, I have to ask, was that element of the storyline, like the fact that Portia was initially with Tahmir, Malik took him, and now Portia is his big secret, did you always have that in mind too? Or is somewhere you was like, oh, you know what, to fuck him up even more?
It was always part of the storyline because, and look, people say it's unnecessary, but hear me out. Tahmir's a good dude, right?
He is.
Why would he get with his brother's ex-girlfriend if he didn't do it to him first? If it wasn't for that, story wouldn't happen.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I hate when you right. Okay. Another thing I like, now I feel like you did a good job of making Tahmir like a rough around the edges nice guy. Like he still was very sweet, he was very gentle, but he still was a little rough. When you had the scene where Mona came over to meet his friends and she cooked while they, watched the game or whatever, did you always have it that it will flow good? Was a part of you ever like, maybe I could add a little drama, a little spice right here?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know, because that just piggybacked. It was like she went to her parents' house and I was like, something else needed to happen. I was like, I'm tired of talking about them. Let's talk about somebody else. So then we introduced his friends. Then we introduced his friends to her friends. And I was like, yeah, let's just go with it.
Now, I will say I was thrown when the friends came together. And who was it that was beefed up? Oh, June and M.
It was June and M, yeah.
And I was already so in love with the book. Already, I'm like, okay, what do I want book 2 to be about? So I was like, are June and M gonna have a little thing? Is there something going on there?
I mean, I can't confirm or deny, but I will tell you that I love enemies to lovers. I'll give you that.
Same.
And I'll leave it there.
Same.
Real bad.
If you, even though we love the book as it is, but I'm just asking you out of curiosity, if it was anything you could change in the book, what would it be? And is there something kind of major that you did change about the book before we got it?
You had the OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was I just took a couple of the spice scenes out because everybody was like, too much spice in your plot. And I'm like, excuse me, I ain't had a plot. But I took a little bit of it out.
And I did not read the new version because I was like, it was perfect as it was. I don't
You didn't read the new one?
No.
You need to read the new chapters though, because they're funny.
Was like, oh, y'all might cuss me out when I said
No, that was the last chapter. You read that? You read the epilogue, right?
Yes,
that was what you were gonna cuss me out for. Okay. You need to read it because, and hear me out. Oh my God, it's very, very minimal things. Like the kitchen scene table, the kitchen table didn't happen. And then like it was different the night where, okay, so this is a recap, so everybody didn't see it. So I'm not spoiling for you anyways, because you should have read it.
Right.
But there's a scene where it's the scene where after they had their first, not their first fight, but the fight where he was being weird and she was like, just take me home. There's a scene where the next night, instead of picking her up from Amaya's house, he picks him up from the club, and Mona is drunk and she's like singing on the bar.
What?
See, you should have read it. I ain't gonna tell you nothing else.
Okay,
it was a good time.
He just was like, I don't want this to piss me off.
I think it's 18 and 23. It won't. You won't even miss it. It's fine.
Okay. So, okay. Because I see, hey V, I see she asking about the new version. So when I read the book, it wasn't out yet. It wasn't even an arc yet when I read it. Shay, I follow Shay. I'm sure all of us do. And one day on Threads, she was saying that she had kind of sort of secretly wrote this book, but she didn't know if she wanted to put it out. And so I guess some of us were like, well, send it to me, I'll read it. So some of us just read it just to tell her, like, yeah, I think you should put it out or whatever. So I guess after that and then some arc reviews, somebody hated on us and made her take
Nobody hated on y'all. Y'all were like, oh, this is spice. And I was like, from what I read, I didn't think it was that bad. So I started asking. I was like, how many do you think is too many? And people were like 5. And I was like, I have like 15. So I like bumped it down to maybe 13. Maybe 13 and a half. Like
inappropriate. It was good. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong.
But listen to me.
But it was good.
Listen to me though. I promise you, like the scene with the twins, the scene with them at the bar where she was up on that bar singing. You need it. You need to read it on live.
Okay, when do I'll do a read along, especially so I can work my way up to having guests on my page. Okay, so for those of y'all that are in here, this is actually my business page. I have never gone live on my book page, so it didn't let me have a guest. So we don't panic, we pivot. So we pivoted. So that's why y'all see my book page in the little box, and I'm here under this random page. So y'all don't have to follow this page. This is just so we can get the job done tonight, okay? Okay. Now I have some random questions. Out of everybody in the book, who is your favorite character and why?
It has to be Mona and Tahmir. Like, I can't pick. I don't know. And then maybe when I move to the next one, they'll be my favorite. But for this one, I gave them all I had, so it's them.
Okay. Amaya was definitely my fave. And I think maybe I just relate more to Amaya. And I feel like I loved Mona, but Amaya gave the balance that Mona needed. Like Amaya brought that spice and that sassiness that Mona needed. Which that's what a best friend normally is. Your best friend normally is a yin to your yang. They kind of offset the differences with you. But yeah, Amaya was my dog. Okay. What character was your least favorite other than Malik? That don't count because he gone.
I can't even say Portia. Let's see. I think it's her daddy, because why are you letting this happen? Why didn't you do something? Like everybody else, we know they did what they did because they evil, but you just did what you did because you was sorry.
Because you was sorry and scary. It's no surprise Mona just sat there getting slapped around at the funeral.
You not too much, okay?
Okay, Mona, my friend, I ain't gonna do that.
She got it bad. Dang. Y'all don't hate Amaya because Amaya's the opposite. Where Mona sits down, Amaya stands up every time, even times when she shouldn't. And I want y'all to eat this. When she gets to flipping cars over, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You're right. You're right. I'm gonna read the book and be like, my friend needs to calm down. Okay, you're right. Okay, if you could make this, let's say this book I picked up is being made into a movie, who would you cast for some of the characters? And it could be any of the characters. Like if it's some you don't know, that's cool. If it's some you know exactly who you would want, like who are some people you would cast in the movie version?
And see, that's hard because I don't say that because I be making my little cartoon people and I'm like, this is what they look like and this is who these people are. But like, what is that girl's name? She plays on the Tyler Perry shows. Her name is like Nzinga, I think. But she had to have a red wig. She could be Mona. Yeah, she's so cute.
Fatima best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
She be good for her.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Aldous Hodge for Ty, just because that's my man. And he like, anytime I would write something, I was like, okay, you gotta have to switch it up. Everybody can't look like him. I don't know. That's all I got for now.
I like that. I think that's good. Okay, and then
let me see if I can show you something without it being too bright. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay. The other one I was gonna ask you, and I did give you some time to think on this one. But okay, if you made a soundtrack for Love at a Funeral, what are some of the songs that would be on the soundtrack?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if you can see this. So, like, I got like this is everybody.
You got the squad. Okay.
So yeah,
I need that imagery. I don't know if we selling artwork and prints and stuff, but I need that imagery for the future. Okay.
I'm gonna post it eventually. I think I'm gonna do it like America's Next Top Model. Ooh. It's gonna start with them, and then we're gonna bring in who's next. Yeah. That's how I think I'm gonna do it. But you got that exclusive. It's on the Patreon too, but
okay. Baby, I just need to join everybody Patreon at this point.
I put them down and then I lost them.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so I just give you a handful. I actually was supposed to do. I was gonna make a playlist and then I just never finished it.
Okay, well, but the first one, bringing it back up.
The first one gonna be "Unbreak My Heart" by Toni Braxton.
Out the gate.
And then we got "The Way" by Jill Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And then "Why You Love Me" by Jay Howell and Dondria.
Okay.
And then we got "Cash It" by Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
And then these two you're not gonna get because you didn't read that chapter.
Oh,
but we got "Love" by Keisha Cole, and then we got "WAP" by Megan and Cardi. But you're not gonna get them because you didn't read that chapter.
Okay, I'm gonna read that, girl. I'm gonna read them. At least I was being honest, but I was just like, it was so good. I don't want to. Okay. Okay. I have one other one that I had in my mind. I don't know the exact name of the song. I just call it what the ladies say. But from Love and Basketball, "You Made a Fool of Me."
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, that's what Mona needs to be listening to. Right after Unbreak My Heart, because you're right. Definitely got to open it up with that. When she is walking down, running out the funeral having the asthma, Q, "You Made a Fool of Me." Okay, the record could scratch, but Tahmir catch up with her purse. But you got to put it with her running down the
street. And it's raining. I'm dying.
She has to be running in slow motion and just heaving and panting and just carrying on. Yes. I'm telling you.
It's hot.
There's no other song that fit right there. Just right there on that part. It don't even have to be a long little clip. In slow motion.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all of that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know you said it started off with the whole "what if this happened." When you were getting ready to drop it, were you ever a little hesitant? Like, people gonna think this is crazy. Like, were you worried how people will receive the whole funeral romance? I guess it's a trope now.
Is it? I mean, I actually wasn't. I don't know. It's enough crazy stuff out there. All I was worried was like, I hope nobody already got the name of this book. And I was like, nobody had the name of that book. But like, it's stuff out here. Like, that's not the wildest thing you've seen. It's fine. If you choose not to read, that's absolutely fine. But like,
Yeah, you've read worse. Especially to me, if you read urban romance, that means you're
exactly,
okay with any storyline, any type of goings on, just about.
exactly. And I
So
love urban romance. That's why I'm like, it wasn't that bad. What are you talking about?
okay, let me think. Okay, this is one. Let's say Malik did not go to the upper room. Malik was still out here just dragging our girl through the fire. Do you think she would have ever let go and let God, or you think he would still be out here ghosting her for days at a time?
It would have took her a while because she didn't notice because she was always at work. But eventually, she would have,
She would have had to move around.
eventually. She was a little passive, but she wasn't slow. She just willfully didn't see
I
it.
know you ain't saying she was a little passive.
Listen, not too much. I just need y'all to understand that everybody is not a fighter.
I mean, Mona is my friend. Mona is definitely my friend, but girl, she could have sprayed some pump it up in that girl face.
Why would she
Something.
do that? She was hurting. She was in shock. Oh my God.
I don't give a
Y'all
damn.
are
I'm breathing
tough.
too. That was Mona Man too. She was
I'm
breathing
about to
too.
rewrite Amaya's whole. Amaya about to flip some over every time she walk in the
Okay.
room because
Don't take it out on my friend. Okay, I don't feel. I don't feel.
yep.
Okay. Now that you were nervous at first to put the book out. You put it out. We peer pressured you. We got the book. Now that it's out and you've seen the response, like how do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm out every time I see a review. I'm just like, and I'll stop and watch it. Like I told you, I watch yours. Like every time I come across it, I watch it. If somebody's like, somebody commented on this video, I'll go watch the video again. I just like talking to y'all. Like this, I'm just doing what I was doing before. We just talking about one specific book, but now I'm already like, oh God, what if I can't do it again? So
I
you
was
know,
just about to ask you that because people talk about like with music, they talk about like the sophomore album curse. Like, are you worried? Are you nervous about the second book? Especially because we are like, where is it at? I know you just dropped this book. I'm ready for the next one.
oh, y'all can't rush me. After this took from February to September, and like I was still doing edits on the day before we did. So I'm like, when it's done, it'll be done. I mean, I might, drop some things in between, like maybe some little novellas, some shorts or something. But
Mm-hmm.
like, it's books out there.
Read
It's
something
books out
else.
there to read. It's so many books. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
I just had to fuss. I fussed in the comments on Nina's post this morning because she been putting a couple of her books available on Barnes and Noble. So this morning she posted the link for Lemon Pepper. But in the comments they like, well, what about such and such? What about baby? I had to comment. I don't even know Nina. I've never said anything to this lady before. But I said, do not come in these comments and ask her for nothing else. Say thank you and order the book and keep it pushing. So that's why I say I wasn't gonna press you now. I was curious. I was
You
curious
can
if
ask me
you
questions. We locked in. Like you can ask me questions because when I need another arc reader, I'm sliding your DM. So like, ask me what you want to ask me. But like, yeah, people are being ridiculous, and that's probably why I was like, do I want to do a site? Do I even want to do this? Because
yeah.
like, or just keep it on Amazon because people are really tripping, and I just don't.
We were talking about that on threads. I want to say last week, like people were talking, and I was saying, now I'm finna show my age. Baby, when we used to have to wait and just go to Borders when a new book drops, like you could not ask Eric Jerome Dickey and Carl Webb and Elaine Harris, like when the next book coming. You just got it when you got it.
And if you didn't get it, you don't have it. But like
Didn't.
we're in an age where you can read this on your phone, you can read this on your Kindle, you can read this on your iPad,
Yes, and
and we're
I
chasing
hate
people
that.
down for physical books. It's crazy.
Yes, and I hate that for authors now because it's like there's authors that drop several books in a year. Like in Eric Shawn Dickey's prime, we might get a book a year, and we were elated to get that. Elin Harris might give us a book every other year, and I was ecstatic. Like now, it's like people want another book to drop the week after the last one dropped, and like, baby, come on. So
Don't look over here for that.
does that make you like nervous or maybe like a little apprehensive? Because now it's like reader expectations are so high now.
No. No,
So
you
you gonna
better
get it
go
when you
look on my
get it.
page for another book rec. I can't, because if
Or
I
when
rush
you
it and then it's
get
sorry, and then you're gonna be like, no. Like I see some people who can do a book a month, or like I'm like I don't know how. That was the most stressful thing I ever did. I don't. You think I'm gonna do this every month? You'll get it when you get it. I just,
period.
yeah. It makes me apprehensive, like to do like my own site and my own orders. I'm like, because I don't want nobody. Please don't ever DM me about no. And then I know myself too. I'm like, I got a short attention span. I be done forgot about your order and it just be sitting there. So I might just leave it to Amazon.
I'm telling you, baby, I don't need that type. Every day when I'm on threads, I'm like, this is another reason I couldn't be an author. Couldn't do it. Because, baby, I be in cuss y'all out, deleted all my social media, and you ain't got to worry about the next book. Okay. So I know we have this as a reader. Do you have other genres that you like to read that you are kind of curious, like maybe I could try to write this kind of book?
I mean, if it goes according to plan, I like to do it all. I like to do urban. I like to do contemporary. I like to do some paranormal, a little thriller. You know, I don't. I'm telling you, the Google Docs. If I could just sit down and like finish, y'all could have like 30 books this year. But like, I can't sit still.
Girl, don't say that. She didn't say they got in here. Say that. Don't get people started. Don't give people no idea.
Don't DM me because I'll block you.
And when
how
she get
you gonna bully
ready,
me on the internet? I'll block you.
that's all right. I'm gonna be the Amaya to your Mona. I'm gonna run your customer service email. We're gonna nip all that in the book. There won't be none of that over here, okay? I got you, friend. Don't worry.
Oh,
They not gonna stress you out.
period.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us before I let you go?
Mm, I think we covered everything I had to say.
Okay.
Some people don't know paperbacks are on Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna have to get one for sure. And I wanted to say, one day we were talking. I don't know what we were talking about, and you had to remind me that you were nervous to put the book out at first. And I was like, why? Why were you so nervous? That day, I had just had a conversation with a friend of mine about doing the buddy read, the Buki's Flipping Pages. I have been talking about it for months. I was always just too scared to do it. I didn't want to do it. So that day when we were talking about, because I was like, why were you scared? You crazy. Like, this book was so good. I really ended up like, it kind of fed into me a little bit when we had that conversation, because it's easy to tell somebody else to do something that you don't do. Like, I can fuss at you every day, like, girl, the book is good, drop it, leave it alone. And then when I get off the messenger with you, I'm texting my friend excuses why I don't want to do the buddy read every month, right? So I just wanted to say I appreciated you being transparent about it, because, it kind of held up the mirror. Like, it made me kind of check myself a little bit. But it paid off, because I'm telling you, this is that I just told somebody this is one of my top 3 reads of this year. And I've read a lot of books this year. And this is up there. Like, when I do my year-end wrap-up, it's going to be up there, I can guarantee. Okay?
Thank you.
And like all the comments, I get messages from people, like, I didn't even write the book, and people message me to say like how much they loved it. People post their own reviews and they tag me like, they told me about this book. This book was so good. Like, everybody ain't lying. And I know everything ain't for everybody, but this is for most of us. Okay? It's for 98% of us, I can tell you that. All right, well, we're not gonna press you. We're not gonna push you. Oh, we talking about love at a funeral. I did a recap. But we're gonna do this again whenever Amaya book come out. I'm gonna say it like that. And then real quick before I let everybody go, so I'm gonna do this every month. So today I talked to the author for November's read. So this one I did a review on the second book. I didn't realize it was the second book. So November's pick is gonna be Autumn by Norian Love. It is on Kindle Unlimited. Because first people was getting spicy with me about stuff not being an audiobook. I post the audiobooks. Now y'all want it to be Kindle Unlimited. Y'all gotta pick. Y'all gotta pick.
Okay? You can't please everybody.
You can't please everybody, so read it or don't. But anyway, I'm gonna post a flyer, but it's gonna be Autumn by Norian Love. I did a review on Winter. So the next one will be Autumn, and he will join us for the month end recap. And I'll have my logistics in order next time. Okay? So thank you. I'm sorry the live didn't go off as planned, but thank you for rolling with the punches. I had a good chat. Thank you for letting me ask all my questions, because those are my personal questions.
Thank you for having me. Look, girl, I don't think you understand. When I sent that thread out, I was like about to cry and throw up. And y'all like y'all keep saying y'all. I was like, I'm just gonna trash it. I'm done. I'm not gonna do it. And yeah, so
my friend.
So and you were like, can I ask you if you'll come? I'm like, yeah, I'll come. What do you mean?
Girl, we would have missed out, because still this, I want to say the last time I looked, the post was at like 10K. Like nobody has commented and viewed and reposted any of my posts, like the one about this book. And I don't even know what the hell I said. They had everybody, but
you know what you said.
I feel like there's another review I did that started off worse. So, but hey, all you gotta tell people is that somebody was fighting in the funeral and they locked in. That's all it took. That's all it took. Knowing my friend got slapped around, beat up, jumped.
You doing a lot. None of that happened. They made it up. It's lies.
Scene, because now you're trying to tell me she only got slapped once, and I know better than that.
One time.
She got slapped twice and punched another time, and that girl pulled her hair.
See, what's in your cup? Because those were not the words I wrote. Which version did you get?
Maybe I had just, because I got to envision.
That's why you so mad, because you see things that didn't happen. It happened one time. She was like, hold up. And then she left.
I'm going to reread it. We're going to fact check that, y'all, because, see, it was more than once. It was several.
It was 9. I'm about to block all of y'all.
And she tried to pull my friend hair out.
Whoa.
In front of a child. In front of an innocent baby. She's like, I want that version too.
No, because y'all already drugged me for one slap. No.
Okay. I'll let y'all make it, baby. All right. Well, thank you so much. Y'all make sure to support. Let's repost when we see these posts about love at a funeral. We got to spread the word, because people are missing out, and this book is too good. If you're ready, please make sure you go on Amazon, go on Goodreads. Let's leave her some reviews. Let's help her get seen and get it out there. And we will patiently wait for our girl Amaya to hit the scene, okay? And I'm telling y'all now, when she make it big, and y'all think y'all can email her talking any kind of way, I'm going to be the one responding, and I don't give a damn, okay? Because what? I fight back. Fight back, ladies. All right. Thank you, boo. I'm going to message you talking crazy tomorrow.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Yes,
thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so much.
No problem. Bye, y'all.
Right, good night, y'all.